Hello. This video is about the dangers of letting fungus gnats outgrow your plants. Listen closely and I will tell you a story of betrayal. Come along. It all started when I met a little fungus gnat by the name of Jimmy Jones. Now, I had heard a lot about fungus gnats being a nuisance and people trying to get rid of them and swearing on different ways of getting rid of them. But to me, I just thought that that was just a normal thing that came with having plants indoors. You just have one or two fungus gnats saying hi here and there. But something that started happening was that I started noticing a pattern. Every several weeks, Jimmy Jones would appear with like 12 of his friends, and each week there'd be more of them. You see, Jimmy Jones was making babies, if you will, and the pause between the times I saw them were the periods of time they spent as larvae underneath the surface inside the soil. Fungus gnats eat, fungus, hooray for them. But the big problem is people usually don't know, I would assume people usually don't know this because I didn't know it, I had to learn from trial and error, that when you have enough fungus gnat larvae and there aren't enough food debris in the soil, they'll start eating your plant's roots. Eventually I started noticing that all of my plants were dying down at the same time. And I mean, they weren't looking good. Their traps were dropping like flies, no pun intended. And while they were all dying, the fungus gnats were looking like this. I got rid of them with a product called Mosquito Bits. I'll put a link to the product in the description of this video. Sometimes it comes in a little carton, like a plastic jug. I called that a carton. That's not really a carton, it's a jug. And sometimes I think it comes in a bag. Someone in the reviews, I think, once said it came in a bag also. Doesn't matter, same product. I have not had a problem with fungus gnats since then, but I did mess up and give them too much of the stuff. The instructions said to soak like a certain amount, this tiny amount, in their water for only 30 minutes. And I used like twice the amount or 3 times the amount, I don't know, a heaping spoonful, and I let it soak and then I fell asleep for 2 hours. So that was the second time I killed them all off again. Not fully dead, but just most of their leaves turned to rot. Sorry, not rot, just dead, because in the flytrap world, there's a such thing called rot. Most of their leaves just turned to deadness. Ah, c'est la vie. Most of the things I've learned from my Venus flytraps, it's all through pure trial and error. So that's the error part. But let us not forget the success. I mean, I'd call that a success. So yeah, Jimmy Jones is dead. Winnie. For the most part, fungus gnats are fine. At most a nuisance, but like there really is a potential for them to get out of control and hurt your plants. Like they were wiping out all of my plants and then I had to destroy them all. But yeah, Mosquito Bits was the brand. I think how it works is there's like some natural enzymatic action. Maybe there's like a hive culture in it. Either way, it really worked. And I only had to do the treatment once, and ever since then I've been like completely good on the fungus gnat front. I'll see 1 or 2 here and there, but I don't get on first name basis with them anymore. Jimmy Jones. Yeah, and I think a part of why it's lasted so long with my Venus flytraps is that you kind of keep their pots in a bog style environment, and so you're never really rinsing all of that enzymatic action out, whatever that stuff is, the natural toxin stuff. And I mean, if you follow my videos, you know that I also do flushes for my soil if I ever mess with them and like accidentally start killing them. Like with that, with the Mosquito Bits, I had to flush all of my soils because of that. But even after flushing them, the fungus gnats can never take hold again. So I guess it lingered in the soil, which is great. I mean, like every once in a while I'll see 1, maybe 2 that get in from outside nature, but they never make the babies, so that's good. Please ask me questions on things you'd like me to answer. I'd love to answer them. It's fun making these videos. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!